Hello, everyone. Can everybody hear me? Type in yes, 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 111 if you can hear me clearly. Hello. How are you guys doing? I'm just wondering if anyone who is this? Yes, I can see 111. Thank you. All right. Okay, for those who don't know me yet, okay, I'm your Valley. Let me quickly share my screen. Okay. And how is everyone doing? Let me know your energy level from 1 to 10. Can see. Oh, wait, let me do a quick one here. Okay. Can everybody see my screen? Yes, type in 111 you can see. And let me know your energy level from 1 to 10. Okay. Yes, yes, good. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. All of you who don't know me yet, okay, I'm your Valley, and I'm so excited to see you all again tonight. Okay, thank you so much for being here for our next dive into this art of Chinese face reading. Okay, so I just want to do a very quick introduction of myself again. I'm your Val. I'm Chinese practitioner in 八字 reading, 奇门遁甲. If any one of you heard of 奇门遁甲, and this feng shui, a bit of 紫微斗数, and of course face reading, right? Okay, so I love translating all this. Why I want to learn all this Chinese metaphysics, right? Because the ancient wisdom, I like to translate all this ancient wisdom into very fun, modern, and practical insights that you can immediately apply in your life. Okay, and not only your life, your relationships, career, and self growth. So again, welcome back to our this masterclass series. And today's session is very special one. All right. Okay. So before we begin, okay. Oh, anyone still remember what we have learned in the past few sessions or not? Anybody join us? Okay, type in 111 if you joined me in our previous session. Can't really see your comment. Okay. Yes. So in our previous session, the previous session I talked about this momentum. Okay, still remember or not? And the previous one also talk about mole. Okay, so let's do a quick recap because I understand that we all have very long holidays, right, from our past two sessions. So let's do a quick recap, shall we? Yeah, Sherry, you missed my previous session. No worries. But did you watch the replay? Okay, so tonight, before we move into our new topic, so I just would like you all to refresh your memory and quick recap. So in our previous one, I covered about this. I share with you all this beyond beauty marks. Okay, the ancient wisdom of moles in the 12 palaces. Okay, still remember? And in my very first session, I guess it's a very first session, I shared about the 12 palaces, and then layer by layer, this is the mole one. I shared about the mole. Why? Because most are the messages, not decorations. Most are not just like just a decorations on our face, right? So, and of course, the 12 palaces each govern a domain of life. So let's go. Okay, so still remember or not? So you look at the picture here, the image here that I've do for you guys. Okay, so it's very clear. And the 12 palaces and before these 12 palaces, the most I shared about the most everybody still can remember the meridian path, right? Okay, so what are these 12 palaces? for those who have missed our previous session, this is a good time for you to know. I would like to do a quick recap. Yeah. So anything that you can share in our message here, in our chat box here, that I can see what have you encountered, like what is your question, or from your previous session you go and spot someone's mole, and do you find anything interesting? Share in the chat box here. So the life palace, remember? I always say, got two fingers. Okay, everybody turn on your camera. If you are convenient, then turn on your camera. Then I can share more with you tonight. As you already follow me for a while, then remember to have a mirror with you. Okay. Oh, you have mirror with you, so you can quickly check on yourself again. Okay. So the life palace, where is it? Everybody point is this one. Okay. Is one of the the most important part, I would say. The one of the very most important part on our face. Okay. So this review if you're having a good life or not. Okay. Is having a good life or not is depends on how you accept what you have encountered daily, right? Okay. So a good mole at on your this life palace here. Okay. So indicates a good relationship with people and able to convey charm, right? And also I share with for those who have joined me in your previous session, I got bonus one. So if you miss out, then maybe you can watch back our replay. Okay, and also because they are quite charming. Okay, this is for the good mole lah. So what is the characteristics of good mole? So remember or not, got four main characteristics to see whether it's a good mole or the bad one. Okay, so not all moles here are bad, but mostly the moles on our face are not so auspicious, but there are some good one. Okay, so this one, the good mole, also because they are very charming, so it depends. They are very charming, so it's also need to see whether they cause gain easily they can easily gain the required help lah, or assistance from the surrounding people, and but also see whether because they garners too much of attention, right? So whether they have the wisdom to deal with other people, like because they are very charming. And also, I say other than the mole here, we also need to combine with other part as well. Okay, but for tonight, I'm just going to do a recap. Okay, so we will do more, like the level will become higher and higher. Okay, so this one is actually not a very advanced knowledge as well. So they are natural problem solvers. So what about the bad modes on the life palace here, right? Ah, so you can start spotting your friends or celebrities who have mole at the life palace. Life palace is right at the center here. If be a bit bottom, like below here, is not the life palace, it's different part of our face already. Is here already circle for you all here. Okay, so usually they will start off on good footing but finish badly, and they will face obstacles because life palace is like how we think, right? So if something here is like blocking already, and then if for women who have the mole here, is mostly is in auspicious, will bring auspiciousness to the husband's life as well. So it's also the will have problem in marriage. So don't worry, this is we are not going to judge anyone, like I say at our first class. Okay, so we know the problem already, so we want to find the solution, right? Okay, so next one is the career palace. So where is the career palace, everyone? This one, I think I gave a very good example is our one and only Stephen, right? Yeah, you can look at Stephen's forehead. I think he can place like 4 or 5 fingers, 4 or 5 fingers on his forehead here. Okay, this is the career palace. Career palace, huh? Okay, so it's also if you want to know whether it's a good leader or not, or their career life, you see whether they are able to hold noble roles and responsibility or not, and also the status and position in the society. Okay, so the area includes also the heavens, work minister, and direct center. If you join us from our 30 meridian path, then you would know heaven, work minister, and direct center is here. Okay, so it's our career palace. Okay, so all okay, yeah. Any question? Just maybe you can comment below. Then maybe I can answer you. Okay, the good mole is a good sign of one's professional goals and aspirations. We can whether then this we are talking about moles, right? Then later we'll move on to see how to spot one's life. So if moles here, very good one, good moles, then the noble people will come to help them. Okay, and of course they will garner a lot of attractions and then the influence. Okay, so usually you see successful people, they have very broad, smooth forehead. And of course, if the mole here, got a good mole here, is extra bonus. Okay? So what about bad mole? Of course, we are talking about a career, right? So of course, we counter the career mole. And also they will face the stagnancy in their career and lack of noble people. And then because this one the career the officer we are why we say that career palace here is also about the officer luck, because in ancient time then officer are the generals, right? So there is very noble job. So this one officer detects whether you got good career luck or not. Okay, so officer luck also is like something like your career luck. Okay, so of course, again, for women who have mole here, bad mole, also will have problem, some issues in their marriage. Okay, why always women? Then we will talk about that. Okay, because last time, okay, we will talk about that later. Okay, the wealth palace. Okay, where is your wealth palace, everybody? Anyone turn on your camera tonight? I can't see anyone face tonight. Usually, some of you will turn on your camera, but tonight everybody seems so quiet. Never mind. Okay, this one, nose here. Okay, is your wealth palace. Okay, so usually I spot a lot of people have moles on their wealth palace. So what does it mean, right? So I have shared with you the mole on the nose tip and the nose ring are different. Can anybody tell me what are the differences between the nose tip, the mole on the nose tip and the nose ring or not? Still can remember? Okay. So this one, the wealth palace is someone's earning capabilities. So the tip of the nose here is your primary source of income. Okay, the nose tip here, nose tip, and the wings of nose. Some I noticed they have the mole here. Okay, some are quite big, but depends on whether it's a good or bad one. So can everybody tell me if have good mole on your wealth palace is good or bad. Hmm? And also I have bonus if you guys interact with me more. Other than indicate the wealth, right? Got some other meaning one. Got some other meaning one. Not just wealth. Okay. So if let's say the mole on the no tip, then health problems. Why? Then maybe you need to watch back to the my previous session. Okay. And for women, also will have this marriage problem. Okay. And what about the property luck? Because this one is the recap here. And also if let's say got meaning one, if let's say on the okay, nobody asked, so I don't want to tell lah. Okay, so just do a quick recap, yeah. Everybody so quiet tonight. Okay, so if let's say, hey, Yovel, I got property luck or not? I want to buy houses, something like that. Okay, but for youngster nowadays, quite hard to buy a property, right? Okay, whether one can easily gain the property luck or not, okay, you need to look at this one. Okay, here, just in between of your eyebrow and your eyes here. Okay, so this one is also indication of your family life quality. Okay, so a good mole. In our previous session also, I shared with you that my client or someone I just met the last 2 months they have mole here. Okay, actually I never noticed one. Then they show me. Okay, then they ask me, hey, what does it mean? Okay, then I tell them, oh, okay, if let's say a good mole located at the center got different, cause eyes quite long, right? So if let's say at the center here, then likely to own a property. Okay, not just one. Okay, maybe more. The must be good mole. The criteria is must be good mole. And what are the criteria of good mole? If you guys know, can share with your peers here at the chat box here. Okay, and also you'll gain good prospect in life. Oh yeah, and because usually it's quite hard to own a property nowadays. So maybe from inheritance also you can look at the property palace here. Whether this your friend or yourself whether can gain inheritance. Okay, look at this. Okay, but we are talking about the mole and what is the very good property palaces. I already shared in our previous session. Okay, so other than that, because we also easy to acquire the networks and connections needed. Whether your networks are good or not, also we look at the property palace here. And if they are honest, the one that I shared with you that I just met just few days before our session that day, then got one girl, one lady, young lady, she has one mole at the center here. And also very it's a hidden one. And I said, hey, it's a good one. And she's very honest person. I can tell. Okay. And usually they have very upstanding characters and they don't like all these hanky panky things, right? Okay. So when you want to know about someone's character also you can look at their property palace, whether they have mole here and whether is it a good one or not so good one. Okay? Okay, so if not a good one, how? Okay, so just now we talk about the center one, right? Okay, the one is a good mole, if it's a good mole. Then if, let's say, located near the head or the tail of the eyebrow, okay, so we call this the teeth mole. Teeth mole. in Chinese 小偷摸. Why? Okay, if let's say on the left side, okay, on your left side here is high chances of this robbery in own house, or if let's say you are staying your parents' house, right, also your parents' house, or you can see both. Okay, if let's say on the right side, so maybe it's the wife's side of the family that will apply with by this robberies. Okay, so must be very careful. Okay, and if what about if located close to the eye? With you can see someone eyes very dull. I mean the mole is very dull and blurry one. And also they have listless eyes. So they have risk of criminal activity and they have legal problems. You can usually can see you can tell if um usually if I read the news, right, someone like this, then I will look at their face one, see whether they have all these indications or not. You can start looking for all this. Yeah. Then you will find something interesting. Okay, I always do that. And also, usually they are unable to save money. So you can see whether is it very close to the eyes, and then it's a bad one. Okay, so what are the bad moles? If you remember, can share, yeah? Okay, and also, because it's property palace, right? So they will constantly move around, okay, right, relocation, all this, whether is it their homes or jobs also, okay, because they are constantly moving around. So the chances for loss or failure are very high, okay. If let's say who has moved here at the property palace, and for women, again, is the relationship problems. Why so many? Okay. Then if you follow me for more sessions, then you will know why. Okay. And so just now we talk about the wealth palace. If let's say have the more where, still remember or not? And also just now in our previous session, the bonus for you. Also, I remember I share with you if let's say on the nose tip, the wealth palace, then usually they are very smart one. They are very intelligent. But there is always a but. Okay. So why? If you want to know, then maybe you can tell. You can say, hey, I want to know your wealth. I want to know. So we talk about this. Just now I say here is our life palace. Then here actually have more parts here one. But this is 12 palaces, and if you follow me on our meridian path, then can divide it into more sections here. So the health palace here is in the middle of your life palace and wealth palace. Is the health. You can tell easily if someone is healthy or not. You can always spot their health palace here. Of course, need to combine with some of the, but health palace is the easiest to spot for someone's health. Okay, so also you can tell if their health status, not just about this person, and also the ones who staying with them together, because everybody stay together, the chi they share are the same. So that's why you need to see if let's say have mole here. Still remember or not? If let's say got mole here, good or bad? Good or bad mole? Heh. Kanjong or not? Okay. So if let's say you have a mole here, are not good. Not good, ah. If let's say is a good mole, well, I got mole here or bad. Oh, I got family members here or how? Under the same roof or how? If let's say they have good one, then the issues may not come all at once. Okay. So, or but usually they will stall by chronic illnesses over the long periods of time and need to be careful with their digestive system and blood circulation. Because Chinese face reading, actually, I'm not just looking at your facial, features, also your internal organs. Okay, so the health palace here indicate our digestion system and also blood circulation. So here, very important, marriage palace. Okay, if let's say you want to know if this guy is a good husband or not, happy wife, happy life, like usually we hear it. But we want to know whether this man is the Mr. Right or not. Okay, I don't see Mr. Right. Is a good person to that you can rely on or not. First, you look at their marriage palace here. For women are quite different. For men, first you look at their marriage palace here. Okay, we call it the wife palace. Okay, so now we are talking about the mole. The mole. Okay, why here? Because this one, the part here, okay, the marriage palace here, it's very closely to someone's emotional state. So whether they are uh very hot temper or what, usually can affect one's relationship, right? So if let's say they have mole here, good or bad? Okay. Usually, especially for men, yeah, they are unable to concentrate on one relationship. And also, want to know the bonus or not? The bonus that I shared in our previous session. Some actually this more on my experiences analyzing people, and so I get all these bonuses for you. These are not on the note, or if you go and search on the face reading books, usually they don't tell all this. But if let's say for men who has this more than one mole, how? So you can remember one mole already like this. Two mole maybe good, is it? Still remember or not? So if they usually have trouble relationships and could be trapped in the cycle of failed relationships. You can go and spot. Okay. And actually, other than about marriage, also got more bonuses one. Okay. You guys want to know or not? Good mole. If let's say good mole here, then then they they got a lot of exploitations around them, but they can control. This is a good thing about the good mole here. Okay. For women also we need to see, but especially for guys. Women also we need to see. Can check, yeah? Okay. For married men, they are likely to have extramarital affairs, and then third party involvement, okay, and then the likelihood of a few marriages. So if let's say two moles or even three, what happened? Want to know or not? Want to know, then type 1. Okay. Want to get extra bonus, then just type 1. Okay. Okay. If let's say got more than one mole, right? One already like that, or two moles here. Usually they will marry twice. Usually. Okay. But always have solution for my students and the one that I consult. So don't really have solutions. But they are very likely to have more marriages. If let's say they have two moles, got more, three, then three. Okay. So see whether they are they a lot of people like them. They so this is also like their peach blossom, right? So for person who have all these peach blossom, right, then they are very suitable in public relations. Of course, if let's say the marriage one, I will give solutions. Okay, so don't worry, but these are the indications. Now we know, we learn, then we want to know how to solve it. Okay, and if let's say they have mole here, because just now I say is about one's emotional state. So usually if they have something here, it means, and especially if a very bad mole, which mean the chi, the energy is not so smooth. Okay, so they tend to be very argumentative one, easily provoke. Okay, so don't try to test them. Don't try to challenge them. Okay, so problem they have problem in self-expressing. Okay, and tend to have suppressed and emotions and thoughts because they are easily um the easily triggered. Okay, so learn something. If you interact with me more, got more bonuses, fine. Okay. I what I liked about all these classes, master class, is because I can share more. I want to share more with you all. Okay. The notes are just here, but I want you to learn more from what I know. Okay? Oh, Ling say, what about the emperors those days? Have many moles? No lah, not just by the way. Wow, if emperors are, they have thousands moles here already. Hundreds, okay, not thousand then hundreds. Okay, but of course we need to see the more parts to like together, see, combine together and see. Of course, last time emperors is their privilege. Okay, emperors we from Chinese face reading, right, we analyze a lot on the emperors, so you can tell their features. Like nowadays we look at the royals families face, we do their face reading, right? It's the same, but of course Chinese face reading, you can tell a lot of things from their face, and whether this is a good emperor or not, ah got a lot to tell. And okay, so uh continue with this. If bad mode, then also because of their emotional state, they hard to control. So they will not just marriage, though, so at work, or they will have potential in litigation problem. Okay. And if let's say a good mode, of course, it's excellent. Okay, in your work, or even you can excel in politics. Today, if got more time, then maybe I can share about whether or not this person can involve and can excel in politics or not. I also can tell a lot to tell. Okay, so if you can't read Chinese, this is the from I extract all from Chinese into this and to share with you all. Okay, actually the Chinese says that 奸门二字官非望, which means if let's say the more at the marriage palaces here, a lot of litigation. Okay. 若得善治官海昌. If not, then it's very good in politics. Okay. Already translate all into our notes here. Okay. Good. So nowadays, don't, if let's say you really want to be with those who have bad moles here, then you can come to me, then can share with you the solution. Okay. Because they are a lot of people will like them one. They're very attractive one. Okay. So also for women also you need to see whether you check yourself or your girlfriends around you. Okay, for our uh guys here also you can check whether this girl got mole here. I don't have. I don't have. Okay. Okay, let's move on. So we talk about our spouse. So what about my children? Okay, my zai zai loi loi, okay, I don't have, okay, I'm not married, okay. And so will my children listen to me or not? Where is it? Where to spot? Okay, very easy one. This one, actually, I start learning and start spotting all this since young. So actually, I start analyzing on my cousins. Okay, because my siblings, I just have a few siblings, and then I start looking at my cousins or my friends. Okay, then because my cousins, I know their stages in life. So I can tell. So now they have children, so I know. Okay, so if let's say you want to know whether your children will listen to you or not, okay, actually not just about your children. Like myself, I don't have any child yet. Then how? They're not related? No. Okay, actually all related. So, but this one we call it the children's palace. Okay, it's actually at our eye back here. So it shows the affinity with children, whether it's the blessed one, you have little children, okay, and your old age. Old age, I share in my first session. Hey, Yovel, you share somewhere else for old age. For why now you say it's eye back? Okay, I will share more with you tonight. Don't worry, okay? So also you if you want to tell one's children's life also you can see here, okay, and whether or not they can conceive or bear children easily. Other than this part, also got other part, especially for women. Okay, and also because this one is children, like some of you learn 八字 or other Chinese metaphysics, children also like the 子女宫, also in related to our this life experiences, aspirations and dreams. So same goes to our face reading. Okay, so you can look at your eye bag. Okay, so what if got mole here? Is it good or bad? Good or bad? So if got mole here, usually have poor relationship with children and have difficulties in conceiving a child, but with modern medical all this okay, good, can do the IVF lah also, so no problem. But of course we need to see because some because of we lack of sleep or what, then they got eye bag, but not all. Some you can notice that since young they have eye bag, or everybody eye bag is different one. If you like actually this one I never shared before. The left eye bag and right eye bag, if got mole also indicates something else. And also, actually you can see the sizes are different, right? You can start looking at your mirror. You see whether your eye bag are symmetrical or not. Okay, but tonight we recap on this mole. You see whether got mole or not. Got meaning one. If let's say the on the left or the right. Okay. So, and usually this person, if they have mole here, they are overly protective of their children. Okay, then in our very first two sessions, we share that the mole here is also known as the crying mole, 泪目, because if the mole here looks like a tears, right? So like a drop of tears here, so we call it a crying mole. Also denotes someone's emotional personality. But usually you can see a lot of celebrities, they have mole here. A lot. Okay. So they are very attractive one. Usually, very attractive one. Some even for many young ladies, they purposely, if let's say they don't have they purposely do use the mascara or what, then do a dot here to make it look more seductive. Why? Actually, you also because it's very attractive to have mole here. But if let's say it's the inborn one, then usually they easily move to tears and they are very emotional. So that's why celebrities, especially actors and actresses, they have mole here so that they can do their roles or acting roles easily, what? Because they have more emotional. Uh, they can they can show more emotional faces. Okay, so the tears mole here, the crying mole here, huh? Actually, not so good. If you don't have, don't purposely go and put one here. A lot of young ladies do that, especially Japanese thing, Taiwanese. Okay, so we talk about all that. We have covered so many palaces. Ha, the higher help palace here. So usually, if whether or not this person is the one man show person, or if let's say you want to hire someone, okay, if you are the employer, right, you want to hire someone, you can get their. Oh no, if you are the you want to if you want to see whether it's a good leader or not, you see this one, the higher help palace. Okay, so also to because no one can build on success just by one person, right? So we need more uh people assistance to help. So whether or not they can garner more help to build success, you look at their garner help higher help palace here. Okay, like myself, usually especially ladies or even young men today, they want to do the V shape, right? Uh, if 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 can if possible, don't do that. Okay, for myself, I want to eat more to maintain my this one, my higher health palace here. Okay, so what if you have mole here? So this person, haha, why I put OO? Okay, why I put OO there? Remember? So because usually they will have financial problems with subordinates, and if let's say a leader, they have mole there. Okay, I mean the higher health palace okay, you need to see their leadership style is quite different. Okay, so also these persons they will have struggles and tension in conveying and implementing one's vision and strategy to subordinates. Okay, and if let's say you see someone's have very good higher help palace here and they have very good mole here, you see those 包租公包租婆 is it? They have very good one. Why they do that? Because got hair, what? They do that. So usually they can gain a lot of assistance that to build their wealth for. Okay, can tell or not? Can link all the stories here. Okay, but like not everybody want to hire someone, right? Then it's about your interpersonal work relationship problem. No? So maybe you will have backstabbing colleagues or what at your workplace. So be careful, yeah. If you have moles at the higher health palace here. Clear? Okay. Remember this one, the part here, also about your old age. Okay. And also, if you follow me since our first session, then you will know, like not just about higher health. Then this one also your old age also, and a bit of property as well. Okay. So if let's say they have both here, then will beyond hiring people because they will keep on moving places to places when you can see your people around you if they have more bad mole here, usually they constantly like changing places. And also This one is also extra bonus for you. If someone has the mole here at the higher health palace, be careful with water related activities. Okay, injuries or accidents usually they have mole here. Okay, so can so what's the next one? I think last two. Okay, three. Okay, where is our parents' palace? Okay, how about my papa, mama? Remember, I share with you. Yeah. Okay, they will give insights of one's relationship with parents, whether or not you can see. Okay, if let's say because the parents palace here located here, so left or right got meaning one Okay, so because our core values and belief also from our once upbringing from our parents, right? Okay, they were the one who raised us up until today. So if let's say they are closer to papa or mama, also can tell. But this one is about mole. And also I share with you the bonus here. If let's say sometimes when I talk to someone, right, I say you need to be careful. You need to uh call your parents more, care like ask them, hey, how are they doing all this? Because we can tell their father or mother's health from face, not their parents' face, from your face, from my face. Okay. So can tell one. And also like which part of the health problem I also can tell one. But today I'm sharing this because we can tell. If let's say have mole here, good or bad? Good or bad? Hmm? Okay. So where to look for the Papa Palace? I call it Papa Palace lah. Okay. Or you do if you like it, you can call it the King's Palace. Okay. So it's on the left. But if let's say you are ladies, okay, for ladies, like for I'm a lady, so the left palace, the Papa Palace is on my right here. Okay. But I'm using this example because we focus on the male side. Okay, the left palace is the Papa Palace, the sun. Okay, the king. Okay, the queen of course is on the right. Okay, so the right one is the moon, the mother. Okay, so for women, different. Like you mirror it, the flip it. So my left here, okay, my left here is my mama. My right here is my papa. Okay? Clear? Clear or not? Can follow, Follow. Then mole here, good or bad? Good or bad? If let's say the mole on at the sun point, okay, the sun, which mean for myself is on the right. Okay, so this mole indicates that you will counter the father. Okay, got mole here. If let's say on the moon point, which is my left, for men is on the right, okay, we counters the mother and also husband for women. Okay, clear? So like a lot of things why women is like so many things that counter the husband marriage. Okay, but bear with me. Okay, follow. Let's follow. I will share with you the logical behind, like the theories behind all this. Okay. Okay, follow. Okay. So what if both sun and moon have the points here have moles here, but so far I have not encountered anyone with both points have moles here. If you found someone like this, snap a photo, send to me. Okay. And what if they have moles here? So negative become positive already. So will be neutralized. So they have very good relationship with the parents, senior family members, or even mentors. Okay, they can gain quite a lot of help from the seniors and the parents. Okay, good. If you know someone like this or yourself, faster turn on your camera and let me show us. Okay, very good one. Of course, need to fulfill the good mold here, but usually are good. Okay, so and yeah, they will gain a lot of support, encouragement, nurturance. Okay, from the elders lah. And inheritance is also likely because you gain a lot of help from them. What they like you, so of course this come naturally lah. Okay, so if bad moves, then also will relate to your parents' lifespan and also the conflict will have conflict issues and then arguments and also a lot of all these like little support or care from them. Okay, and later to I will share with you other than the parents' palace here, right? Also, we can see whether this person gain a lot of support or care since young or not. Want to know or not? Huh? Want to know? Other than these parents' palaces, okay, got more spots. Okay, we can see whether this person have good childhood or not. All this. Okay, okay. The last second one is the siblings palace. Why I love about sibling palace for most? Why? Still remember? Why I love the most on sibling palace? Okay, so what are sibling palace will tell us about someone relationship with siblings. Of course, siblings are the one that we live under the same roof together. So also will show that how someone treat others, right? Because how you treat your siblings might also reflects on how you treat other person. So siblings and whether they are helpful or not, okay? So why most at the sibling palace? What's so good about that? Most usually are not good. Why suddenly I so excited to share about this siblings palace? Okay, I don't have lah. I don't have moles on my eyebrows, but people around me, my family members also they have. Okay, so anything beyond this? Okay, just now I shared with you already, and also their interpersonal relationships with others. Okay, if let's say they have moles here, so if let's say a good moles, what is a good moles? What how to say it's a good mole or not? How? Okay, you still remember the four criteria or not? Okay, so if let's say I have good moles here, then auspicious relationship with siblings, obviously, but actually also need to depends on whether it's which part of the eyebrow. Yeah, actually eyebrow itself divided into three parts. Okay, so if usually they will gain sibling supports and encouragement, and you check is it slightly more protruding and located at the eyebrow area. Eyebrow okay, not not here, not bottom here, is eyebrow. Okay, usually quite hard to spot because all covered by hair. I mean the eyebrow. So usually they have good wealth prospects. And they will have noblemen, and you can see they are very intelligent, and they has this rational mind. Like one of my family members who has this, my nephews, they have this. They're very intelligent one. So they are and then they have strong principles in life, and they adapt at financial planning and good at managing money. Okay, why we like the mole at on the eyebrow? Because it's hidden. Remember? It's hidden and also got hair growing on it. Why? Remember or not? Why hair growing on the mole considered good? Remember? Remember? Okay. If you remember, can type in the chat box. Okay. And they are very generous and have good reputation among others one. Okay, they are quite popular one. Usually, if you have moles at your eyebrow here. Okay? Yeah. Okay, if let's say, just now I said at the eyebrow, what if the mole appears outside of the eyebrow? Outside. So is the possibility of a bad relationship with siblings, and also we talk about siblings, right? Usually what happen between siblings? The one that we don't want to see. Okay, is the feuding over the inheritance or dispute over financial matters. Okay, so if let's say most appearing at the center of the eyebrow, okay, also indicate higher risk of water related hazards, okay, and especially to the limbs. Why limbs? Got meaning one. Why limbs? Okay. If eyebrow is short, what does it mean? Okay. Whereas Susan, today now on the mole. Okay. Short eyebrows got meaning one. And actually I share in our very first 2 sessions also. Eyebrows very short then means what? A different meaning one. And also the hair, I mean the eyebrow, the directions of the eyebrows, or so many things. Okay, but to simplify this, okay, now we focus on the mole first. Okay, good question. Okay, and so bad mole. Why is you say on the eyebrow a good one? Why got bad mole meh? If the mole on the eyebrows, the siblings palace is flat, muddy texture, dull, and darkly colored. Remember the criteria that I say for a good mole indicates a good mole. These are all the opposite. So this person is totally opposite of the good one. Okay, so they will full of pride one, and they're quite arrogant. Like they are very okay. The good thing is they are very confident lah, but too much already, then which mean arrogant, no? And likely they have no qualms in using other people, right? So they will they will do whatever they can achieve their goals. So this, whether a good thing or not, but by using others, okay, I will leave it to you. But if let's say you spot someone with a bad mole here, and you want to partner with them or cooperate with them then you need to take note okay. And usually this kind of person, they will not have many friends because it's quite hard to work with them due to their this ruthless nature. Okay, so follow till now. Okay, any question you can just type in. Okay, and especially related to mole. Okay. And then this one, because I say everybody was on holidays on our past 2 sessions, traveling palace. Okay, so where is the traveling palace? Do you remember or not? So it's here. It's here. The traveling palace. And I say usually I travel quite a lot, especially on my work. Like since my first job, okay, we look at the traveling palace. It's located at the left and right corners of our forehead. Okay, and whether or not this person, if you want to see, this person can work at the office or not. Also, or they prefer to like move around. Okay, Then you see their traveling palace here, their job's nature, okay? Whether it suit to their job natures or not. And also, like some of you asked me about the whether I can migrate to overseas or not. And I believe some of you already like have this intention or or like to migrate, already migrated to overseas. Then you can look at your traveling palace. Okay. And then if let's say you are doing the international trades, is it good for you or not? Is it good for this person or not? Look at their traveling palace. And of course, if the mole here, good or not? Good or not? Okay. But I like to travel because it's broadened my horizon. What? Okay, so if let's say a good traveling palace here, good moles, is pure black in color, shiny, and then slightly protruding, not too much. Okay, not like the the one like that here. Okay, and has hair. Okay, which mean the mole is the live mole 活着的 the chi, right? Chi, okay? So if let's say they have more than just one mole here, you see my notes so good or not? Okay? And they will be offered with opportunities wherever they go. Actually, it's quite good, very good. Okay. And then good benefits during travel. Like some of you, why I travel like that? Or okay, never mind. I will I will share with you. Okay. Then encounter less challenges, upsets, delays, and troubles. We don't want to see that on during our vacation or while we were traveling, right? So yeah, if let's say good moles here will solve all these problems. I mean, not all lah, but usually we have very good traveling luck. Okay. So the bad mold here is flat, muddy texture, dull, dark colored. Okay. So we'll face obstructions while traveling. Okay, so because of this, usually you tend to travel to this different places, and then will because they have unstable life because keep on moving on. And then unstable life, of course, shaky relationships. Okay, so you can also check the traveling palace. Okay, so I think this is the last list. Fortune and Virtual Palace. This actually one of the palace that we uh neglect all the time because we never really go and notice. Like just now we see, eyebrow, okay, easy to spot. Nose, wealth palace, health palace, easy to spot. What? How usually we don't go and spot, the the area here, the fortune and for virtual palace here, which is on top of your eyebrow here. Okay. So this shows usually we don't go and notice the area here, but it's important because it will show you the how one perspective of life. Okay, their perspectives of life. Okay, and their values or their experiences. Okay, and to see whether they are optimistic or more to pessimistic. These are the most okay. Actually, we have more to see whether this person is optimistic or not. Okay, but let's say if someone has the good mood here, they will see everything in the best situations. Let's say raining during vacation or traveling. No problem. What nice? Can relax, sip a cup of coffee. Okay, this is how the optimistic person views from one's views. So they have then usually they will have sense of direction. Okay, they are very clear and also signifies one life vitality. Why? I will share with you more. okay, and able to see bigger picture and seldom miss opportunities. Actually, here I will share with you if we have time, okay. Also dictates one's, never mind, I'll share with you later, okay. Okay, let's say if a bad moles here, they are very pessimistic. You can see, they complain a lot one. Okay. And they always, usually they confuse with life direction. What how, what to do next or what? Okay. They're very confused and likely to be overthinking and have poor planning skills one. You want to hire someone to operate on your company or a plan. You look at their this area here, Fortune and Virtual Palace. Okay, you see whether they can plan nicely for you or not. Okay, and because of their this nature, they unable to enjoy life. Okay, so don't forget about this area here, Fortune and Virtual Palace. Okay, I share with you in our 12 Palaces session, and this is about mole. So it's very important as well. It's the bonus to assess someone's how their perception of life. Okay? Can Steve, did you like let me let me let me show me if you have already started noticing most on your friends, partners, or yourself after our last class? Anyone? Anyone here? Got any questions or good things to share for the most or not? Because from our past two sessions, I talked about most and especially on the 30 Meridian path, which is very advanced knowledge, and of course these 12 palaces. So have you start noticing and anything to share like interesting one can share with me? Okay, then we are all here we can learn together. Okay, anything to share? Not, today I have prepared something for you. Okay, we are expanding the radar across this our face on our face, which is like my title of tonight is The Echoes of Time Revealing Destiny from Past to Future on Your Face. What I like about face reading, because like 八字, all these, we need their time, their birth date and time. But from the face, from one's face, you can tell their past to future. Want to know or not? Want to know? Excited to learn more or not? Give me one or more emojis. Then I can see you are ready and excited to learn more. Everybody, one. Good. Okay. So actually, what we did on our past also we write on our face. What? Don't you say what I did in the past? Nobody knows. Actually, it's written on your face. Okay. So today, this will bring us to this deep and beautiful theme. Okay, revealing destiny from past to future on your face. So what store your past? Your face stores your past and reflects your present and whisper the clues about your futures. So this this is very profound and ancient knowledge. And okay, I'm sure if let's say you just need to know a few points from tonight, then you will never look at someone's face the same again. Okay, like our past sessions and even you learn from your own face. Okay, even though we look at the mirror every single day, but if you look closely, you can tell a lot of things. And our face change from time to time. Okay, like myself also, when I look at my photos from previous years, all will a bit like slightly like different. Okay, So this is why we learn face reading. So what does face reading tell us? Okay, is a very extremely, like I say, very like extremely useful skills that will enables you to discern the person's personality just by looking at their faces. Okay, why? Because the face is in fact the visual representations of a person's characteristics and personality. Okay, like how one handles what life throws at him or her in the form of opportunities. Like just now, we look at the Fortune and Virtue Palace, okay, and other area will large will determine largely by his or her personality, right? And also how far this person can go in life and how much wealth they can amass, and of course their personal happiness. So tonight I'm going to review a lot of points for you, okay? But we'll go in depth if let's say we have more sessions to go. But tonight I want you to know that we can look at one's past, present, and futures on the face, okay? And of course, we'll go down to the exact year. But tonight I'm going to let you know the concept first, and whether they or not they have good or bad fortune, and we look at their like different positions on the face. So how many, like the meridian path we have? Still remember how many meridian path? I'm pretty sure most of you already like return back the knowledge to me already. How many meridian paths that we have learned? Can type in the chat box how many meridian path and palaces that we have just recapped. How many palaces are there? No one's remember. Okay, so on the meridian path we have 13. The palaces we have 12. Tonight we're going to learn more. And on our, yes, Mei Fong correct, 12 palaces. And from our very first session, I share with you the face can, the basic one is divided into this upper part, middle part, and the lower part. We call it heaven, human, earth, 天人地. Okay, so the upper part that I share with you is the early life, parental influence, and wisdom. So why I want to do a quick recap just now? Because I want you to remember, like just now, the upper heaven, right, is the early life. Why? And also we cover actually just the upper part itself. Really, the few palaces is at the upper, the heaven part lah. I mean, okay, the positions here. And if the divisions, okay, 3 divisions. If you learn in Chinese, because I learn from different masters, and the ting, we call it sun ting in Chinese. If let's say the ting is different thing than this Chinese character here, which mean not the original Chinese face reading here, maybe already like from Japan, all that. So I'm already learn from different masters, and I want you all to learn the best. I mean, the very the original from the ancient knowledge, and how do we apply in this modern life today. Okay, so even the Chinese word that if you learn from other masters, the character is different, then all will be different already. Okay, this is the most original words. Okay, so the upper part is this one, and I share with you this one. So what does it mean from the heaven division here? Heaven division. And okay, to make it easier for everyone, okay, usually we divide it into these 3 divisions, right? Okay, the youth here, 15 to 30 years old. Okay, Anybody want to type in your, how old are you? No, right? Okay, check yourself, yeah? Okay, so, okay, let's say if you are, your youth age here is 15 to 30s, or you can look at your past, okay? And middle age here is 31 to 50. Okay, why I say 31 to 50? And because of the years, although it's at the middle part here, but actually it's belongs to the childhood, is to belongs to the very first stage of our life. Okay, although it's at the middle here lah, but years are the first thing. Remember, Stevens shared with us. Usually, he look at once the usually, especially children, young children, look at their ears. Correct. Their ears. Like I look at my niece and nephews. Also, I look at their ears, and also I love small kids. I always look at their ears. Of course, also I look back to my younger self photos. I look at my ear. Okay, so the older age is here. So this will show someone's life after 50. Okay, so this is a quick check on your present, or on your past, present, and future. Okay? Okay, so let's dive in. Okay, and tonight I'm going to do a, like, let you know, actually we have more positions on our face, and I use this, we call it the technique, we call it the 75-year fortune forecast. 75步流年法. It will choose every year, like your annual age on your face. But of course, we will combine some of it, but to make it simple for you, okay, and this one is accurate one, okay, you look at, okay, at which age are you, then you see, you check on the positions on your face. Okay, we call it this, the 100 positions for 100 years. So it's important key to unlock our face reading is the Chinese 100-year map. This face map. Remember I shared with you in our very first session, I say actually our face can tell of our 100 years old one, in our 100 years. Okay, so each positions corresponding to 1 year in person's life. So of course, nowadays people are more like easy to learn to gain, I mean to grow up to 100 years old. So you can see their future, whether they can, this person, for the possibility for someone to grow until 100 years old also can tell. Okay, and so to make it very simple and not so, to make it simple for you all, I will break it down to very small and digestible chunks for you, yeah, to learn. Okay, so whether or not you want to start with which one? Okay, and these are the Chinese, actually 100 positions. We have 75 positions here. We have different names for them one in Chinese. So don't worry. Oops. Don't worry. I will do this very easy for you all. And check whether you are male or female. You don't know, you will never know, maybe don't know. So so for males, usually we do the face reading, like in general, we will do for on the man, from the man face. But for females, I will show you, it's actually you just need to mirror, like here the meridian path, remember or not, the axis line here, okay, the central axis lah. So will be like you flip lah, you mirror, is the opposite for male. Like just now, remember the sun and the moon was opposite. So let's see. It's very fun to learn, right? Okay, yeah. I do it very easy for you, the mirror effect. So we begin on the left side for males. So how to know? Okay, you already check yourself. Okay, you confirm you are male. Okay, you already confirm yourself is female. Okay, confirm already. Okay, then we can begin. Okay, if not, then everyone will get the opposite one. Okay, so we start with the central axis number for being the same. Remember the meridian path or not? So why I share you off like part by part here? Easy for everyone to know and remember. See? Okay? Okay. So like just now we say that the childhood is here, although it's at the middle here and not here. I mean the middle division here is our childhood. We look at the ears. Okay, you can see it breaks down from 1, 2, 3. You can see my pointer here, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, can see. So for females, opposite. Everybody follow or not? Understand or not? Understand? Type in yes, yes, yes. Can understand what I mean or not? Okay, I want everybody to follow. Don't suddenly get lost already. Oh, okay, we are only at the first part here. Follow? Follow, follow. Say yes, yes, one, one, one. Okay, so, okay, we start with this. So 100-year map is different. So the years will review the age from 1 to 14. Remember, start counting from the left ears for male and the right ear for female. So 1 to 7 for males. What does it mean? See. Okay, I even prepared this for you. We have different names for each positions. Okay. One ear is 1 to 7. 1 to 7. For if you are female, okay, is start on your right ear. Okay? 1 to 7, 1 to 7. Okay. So for what about 8 to 14? For female, okay, for female is on the left ear. 8 to 14. For males, 8 to 14 on the right ears. Okay, easy? Easy, okay. So for the youth, right, we look at their forehead here. So is the youth for is the position same for male and female or not? Same for male and female? Okay. The area is the same, but some positions are flipped. I mean mirror for males and females. Okay, since just now we already say that the forehead governs a person's luck between 15 and 13. So we can conclude that a person with badly formed forehead will have lots of negative luck one. Okay, and so that's why you can always check someone's whether they have good childhood or how they did in their youth or how are they doing now. Okay, see their forehead. Okay, and what is a badly formed forehead, right? You might be wondering. Okay, want to know? Okay, just now. A badly formed forehead will have a lot of negative luck. How? So They are low set, narrow. Can see if someone is very broad, there's very broad forehead. If let's say it's very high one, very high set and broad one is good. If let's say very low set one, how many fingers, all that, remember? Okay, low set, narrow, or they have scar. Okay, that the day the lady shared with me, oh, she got scar here. Then she asked me how. Okay, so you can look what happened during and at which age. I can tell. I can tell at which age, and will um have impact on which area of their life. You can tell. So this is how we can tell someone's life just by looking at their face, and of course whether the got protruding bumps or not. Okay, so or lumps then usually are very bad one. So what do we like about a forehead? Like how what does it indicate to have a good well-formed forehead? It's tall, broad, smooth, very smooth one. Okay, no scars or bumps. Okay, then and usually they have success at school and they are very intelligent. Okay, and if you notice some of the small kids or even adult, they have protruding forehead. What does it mean? Okay, and whether or not this person will have good career since young, look at their forehead, their youth, their youth part here. Okay, the heaven. Okay, easy to remember. This one very easy. Okay, what about your middle age? Uh, if someone's in their middle age here, just now we talk about the forehead. Actually, the forehead start from the very top here. If you learn the meridian path, very top here, until, okay, just now we talk about the heaven parts. The heaven division is until here. And now the middle age is from the eyebrow to your nose tip here. Okay? And you can notice that some people, they have a longer middle part here. I mean the middle division. What does it mean? And some, they have very narrow, but I mean a broad forehead, narrow middle divisions here. What does it mean? Okay, so because middle age is from 31 to 50, so we divide the 31 to 50 into two parts. The first part is the eyebrow and eyes. Remember the my favorite parts. Okay, so it governs the age of 31 to 40. Actually very easy to remember. Okay, I make it all this, break it down for all this for you. Very easy to remember. Nose and cheeks. Okay, nose and cheeks here govern the age of 41 to 50. Okay, 41 to 50. Everybody follow? This one to determine whether this person will have will be successful in their middle age or not. Okay? And again, for male and female, same or not? Same or not? You need to, some positions are the same and some are different. Okay? So, this part, the 31 to 34, if less is their ability to persevere. So if let's say someone has this broken or sparse or too thick eyebrows, look at the eyebrows. Okay, too thick, what does it mean, too thick? I have thick eyebrows. This is my origin. All my features are original. Okay, I have thick eyebrows but not too thick. What does it mean, too thick eyebrows? Remember, cannot see the flash, right? Mine can see one. Okay, So if let's say ones have the broken or sparse or too thick eyebrows, then they will have difficulties during age 31 or to 34. Okay, so weak eyebrow also indicate difficulties in career. So I have shown you elegant eyebrow in our previous slides. I mean the previous session. Okay, so those who will enjoy high flying career and excellent fortune. Elegant one. What does it mean? Elegant one. Okay, and then if they have good one, then they will have this excellent fortune. See, you check yourself. Do you just check yourself or your siblings or your spouse whether this is related or not? Like, is it seen with your past or your present? Okay, anybody is in this middle age now can type in yes, yes, yes. Then this one it belongs to your category. Okay, and next one, the eyes. So it's very easy to remember. Just now the eyebrows until 34, and the eyes from 35 to 40, because we want to see later I'll show you. And if we prefer the eyes to be the same size. If you notice, right, if you already start noticing face, do the face reading, you can see not all people have same size of the eyes. Okay, usually not symmetrical one, and also it has meaning. If let's say one has very different eyebrows or eyes, the size will indicate something else. Right? I will teach more on that. Okay, so if let's say it's symmetrical, then they will have stable fortune between 35 to 40. Oh yeah, very important thing. 35, which mean is your lunar age. Why nobody asked me? Why nobody asked me? Your bell is it because if most of you are Chinese, right? Then you will know, we have this lunar age. And also like our Gregorian one. So usually let's say you are now at your 40, then you plus 1, because in Chinese we believe that the 9 month in our mother's womb, the pregnancy, also like after we are born, then already 1 year old. So all these spot positions from your age, let's say someone is at their 40, then you need to plus 1 year, plus 1 year old, so it becomes 41. So you are no longer belong to this middle age, the eyes here already. I mean, not belongs to the eyes already. I need to look at other positions, okay? Why nobody asked me? Okay, so plus 1 year old. Okay, so if let's say someone their eyes are very different in size, so they will have fluctuating luck with career and relationship changes. Okay, so if usually we see the people around us or the celebrities, we go and check, and also have their meaning since their childhood one. If let's say they have different sizes of eyes, or even the eyebrows, or even the ears, all have meaning one. Don't think our face features just like that. Got a lot of deep like knowledge from our face. Okay or not? So we want to see the eyes to be very lively. So the spiritual eye is not dull, okay, or it's not dull or very lifeless like that. So we want to have good eyes. They are alive, alert, sharp, and a lot of charisma. And even just by the eyes itself, like the eyes, how to tell someone's 31 to 40 just from the eyes. So the eyes from the tip of your eye here, okay, is 35, 37, 35, then to this one. This is for guys. For ladies, we start from the right. We start from the right. Okay, this is for guys, for men. Okay, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. All have different names. And 35, we call it the great yin. It's the same for female, but we start from the right side. Okay, your right eye. Just remember, women are always right. So just start from the right. It's easy to remember. Okay, so we call it the great yin, great yang. So opposite, middle yin, middle yang, lesser yin, lesser yang. And remember to plus 1 year old. Okay, plus 1 year old on the Gregorian age. Okay, follow? Any question can just type in the chat box. Okay, so this one I want to show you this mountain route because I've shared with you previously, and this one is very important part also, because the mountain route which is located between your eyes, okay, all the way down to the central axis of the face to the tip of your nose will govern the ages of 41 to 40. So this is the I call it the entry one, okay, the entrance of your 40s. So it shows your power status, brothers, estate properties, and marriage. Remember or not? And marriage, especially for women. So this is very important position to look at the mountain route. The mountain route is here, and don't mix it like with the life palace here. Life palace is here, mountain route is here, and I notice a lot of people have mold around this area. So you can track back on our 30 meridian path session. Okay, so this one just now is 41 to 50. This one, you look at this, the mountain route is 41, age 41. Okay, and so if let's say someone is at their 40, age 40, which means the 41 in this lunar age, Chinese face reading, we call it at the 41 to 50 is from mountain root all the way down to the central axis of the face to the nose tip, and also don't forget about your cheekbones, okay? Because the cheekbones represent the willpower and ability to will the power lah. Okay, your authority. Just remember, cheekbones are authority, your power. Usually I call it the power cheekbones. Okay. So how to see whether it's good or not, we will learn more in depth, okay, in our next session. So already cover all this, and you see, I'm very easy to remember one. Like just now, the eyes is from 35 to 40, and then now it's from 41, 42. Don't forget here. Okay, it's also part of your face. Okay. This one, the mountain route, some people will have very high one and some have very low. We call it the nose bridge. Okay, but this is a mountain route, nose bridge here. Okay, why some they have the high and some are low? I will share with you more in depth on next session. Okay, and 42 and 43, of course, opposite for males and females. Okay, these two parts don't forget. Some have dented one and some very smooth one. What does it mean? Is it smooth is better or dented one is better? You can, if you know, you can share with us. Okay, and then the 44, 45, 44, 45. And then we jump to the cheekbones. 46 for the left for guy. Okay, for men. 47 here, the right. And remember, women are always right. So women start from the right. Cheekbones is the 46. The left one is the 47. Okay? Then 48, everybody the same. 48. So you want to see whether this person have good wealth or not. We just now say this is a wealth palace. And especially at their 48 years old, of course, we need to combine together with all this part here. Yeah? Okay, 48 here, then 49 for guys on the left, okay, 50 on the right, okay, opposite for ladies. We have different names. Okay, follow okay or not? And just now, Susan asked me, if let's say eyebrow too short, is it? Want to know more or not? Susan still here? Want to know more? Eyebrow represent at which year? Can type in, Okay. Oh, nobody want to know more. Okay, never mind. We move on. Okay. And senior age. So, we want to see if let's say someone is not at their senior age yet, or already at their senior age, but still within this age of 51 to 75, you look at their where? Which part? Which part can see or not? Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. So, because between the ages of 51 to 60, right, we look at the future and their lips. And of course, the chin and the jaws influence a person's luck between 61 to 70. Actually, 75. Okay, because I call this 75 parts. 75不留年法. Actually, 75. So the mouth and chin are integral to determine what kind of old age a person will have. Okay, so you can tell, their future, maybe, okay, whether they are present or future, and you can tell whether they have good fortune or not. So we as Chinese, in Chinese culture, right, as Chinese, we say, we want our old age we always want to have good finish, right? So what does like good old age means? So you see, we always say, I want our old age to have filial children and lots of grandchildren, right? So you look at their lower the last division here, the earth, okay, and whether they are financially stable or miserable. So how generally we want to have this, we like this broad, flashy and round chins for prosperity in old age. Remember I say a lot of young people now, they go and do the V-shaped face, or so maybe they will do well now, okay, but if let's maybe at their later age and they still have the V shape, then maybe more difficult to enjoy all this. Okay, and if let's say too sharp, very sharp pointy chin, V shape, usually will indicate a lonely old age. So that's why I say I want my chin here to be flashy and plump. Okay, so senior age, is from this 51 to 75. And between the age of 51 to 60, Filtrum. Filtrum is very important. Why? Okay, want to get the bonus or not? Everybody sleep already. Yeah. Want to know why Filtrum is the part that we look at someone's when in their old age? Want to know? And just now I mentioned that the mountain route is the entry part. I call it the entrance to enter our 40s age, right? 41 to later years, right? Okay, yes. So, okay, actually this part, for your info and bonus, this part is, we call it the fire. Remember, we are learning Chinese metaphysics. So we have 5 elements, okay? So this part is fire, okay, earth. And then this part, our lips, our mouth, is the water, represents the water part. So the Filtrum is very, very important. It's not just indicates our internal organs of reproductive systems or the digestive system. It also I call it the channel to, is in Chinese we call it the river river to the mouth is the water. So this is very important part. Good Filtrum. And you can notice a lot of people with bad Filtrum, right? Then usually you see they will encounter challenges, or sometimes they cannot. I have goosebumps saying this. Sometimes they cannot go through their 50s, because you can notice from their Filtrum. Okay, so we prefer to have very broad and good one. Okay, how to know whether it's a good one or not? Want to know or not? Okay, or you want to sleep already? Okay, and the jaws and chin influence a person's luck between 61 to 75, because this, I divided all these. Okay, actually not I divided is the techniques that's from ancient knowledge, is the 75, but I make it easier for everyone. Okay, so 61 to 75 is the jaws and the chin. Okay, will very much determine what kind of old age a person will have. You can tell actually from, I always read someone's parts whether this person, I even read myself, I can live up to which age or what. Also reflected on face one. Okay. So remember, I prefer flashy chin, and look at, and whether or not someone can pass through their 50s, or even I can teach a lot of things, okay, and knowledge from these 100 positions, 100 spots. Even your your all these lines here, what does it mean? All very important message for us. And I notice myself has very different lines here from others. Why? What I did, okay, actually can tell a lot. Right? And last time I noticed that my face changed since young, especially on like my, okay, I share with you because this is our inner circle, right? I share my personal things with you. Okay. So like last time I don't really have I can't really see my cheekbone, but now I can. It's reveal more. Why? Got meaning one. And every lines or what have different meaning. Want to know more or not? And you check yourself. Okay. And if a person do a lot of good deeds or bad one, you can tell. So interesting or not? Interesting or not? Want to know more? Want to learn with me more or not? Yes? No? Okay, nobody wants. So we'll not share lor. Okay? So, and anybody wants to have this slide? Okay? Like for the 100-year map for males and females, you check lah. Okay? The central axis here are the same for both genders. For male, start with the left. For females, how? Oh, females are always right. Don't argue with us. Just kidding. Okay, so is it easy or not? Easy? I think it's not so hard, right? Okay, now you just familiarize yourself with this. Actually, it's 100 positions, right? I wonder why nobody asked me this question, so I'm not going to share the bonus. I say 100 positions, then why 75? So no bonus lah. Okay, so in our next session, I will share with you more and more if you interact with me more. Okay, so you want to see someone has strong past luck or not? You look at their years for childhood lah. Okay, for childhood. Okay, and the youth, you look at their forehead, smooth or not. What does it mean to have M forehead lah or what? Okay, I will share more. If you want to know, if no, then it's okay. Okay, then smooth forehead, balanced temples. Okay, where are our temples? Not the praying temples. Okay, but where? Where are the temples? Here. No heavy visible lines, all these. Okay, and want to see whether this person will do well in their middle years or not. Their middle age. Okay, start from where? The eyebrows and down to the eyes, bright, lively eyes, and then to the nose. Okay, strong, straight nose, and their later life, full chin, okay, clear jaw structure. Everybody can actually there are many successful person. You can check their photos or even yourself. Okay, I believe most of you here are successful person, and you can check your features are different from those who are under you lah. I mean, you can tell different. You have different strong features one. Okay, so or you can tell me like at which age range is like your past or your present or your future is the strongest for your face. Okay, and or maybe in our next session you can, if let's say you will learn more from me more. Okay, though then you can share with us like which part of your face is the strongest, and what did you notice from your face from the past, like the childhood, the youth, or where? Okay, or maybe you are at your youth lah. Okay, everybody here at their youth, is it? So you can share with me, is it congruent with your current situations now? Okay, so I want everybody, okay, to do self-reflection, okay, because your face changes when your mindset changes. Okay, past injuries fade, future positions strengthen. So you will tell, why someone is stressed, confident, lucky, or stuck. Okay, you can tell one without them telling you. So different ages have luck openings and luck closures. So knowing this shapes better timing for careers, relationships, or financial move. So which one you curious the most? Which one? Your past healing, present clarity, or future stability? Then you can tell. Okay? So with this, you can do a self-reflection. you can snap a photo of this, and just now the previous one for the male and female. Okay, so you can do a self-reflection, understanding others, and decision making. All right. Okay, so we have covered all this today. Is the 75-year fortune forecast, and why I want to always do a quick recap, because it's all related and easier for you to learn faster. Okay? Any question? Any question to ask or want to share with us? Okay? So if no, then before we wrap up, I would like to thank all of you here, okay, for your time, your energy today, and for those who reply me, okay. And I hope that if let's say we will learn more together, then can turn on camera, then I can share more. Then because when we learn from each other more, then we can remember easily one. Okay, so we will go even deeper into the micro details of the facial timeline. All right. Anybody want to learn more? Then tell us, okay? So for tonight, thank you everyone. Okay. Stay curious, stay observant, and remember, your face, what you did, and your thought all will be written on your face. Okay, your past, your present, your futures. Okay, so no question? Then I hope everybody keep this. Although we are not learning more for this session, but you keep this momentum together, and I will see you in our next session. All right. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you again next time. Thank you. Bye bye.